Your life is set up. Society has it figured out. There is a status quo. Matter of fact, the status quo is so real, you forget it exists. If you want to know what to eat, they'll tell you. What to do in your free time, they'll tell you. What opinions to have, they'll tell you. Where to put your attention, they'll tell you. What job to get, they'll tell you. What skills are important, they'll tell you. And if you're wondering, who is they? Well, it's the people that don't care about you. The people living life on autopilot. Right? Because the only person that's coming to save you is yourself. And I don't want you to block your blessings. If you want more out of life, you gotta go get it. Because all in all, I see a lot of people, and myself as well, being enemies of their own progress. You're reluctant to do what you really want to do. You sit there and compare yourself to what everyone else is doing. You procrastinate because you're convinced, I'll do it tomorrow. It doesn't take that much time, right? Or you just seek momentary pleasure, right? Why write? Why produce? I could just watch other people's YouTube videos, right? Why eat well? Why exercise? It's too expensive and takes too much time. I'm tired from work, you know? Why worry about having a committed relationship? You know, I just need the quick, reward. At every step of the way, you will find that everybody around you and the systems that we're in will give you a convenient excuse to not do what you should do, because you will find challenge in the process of doing the right thing. Definitely. Because you need to evolve. Life is constant evolution. And that's what it feels like, right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be steps to take. Evolution is supposed to be hard. In some cases, it's a meteor that wipes out everybody. In other cases, you just need to put down your phone. So you just have to explore what life has to offer, right? Block out the noise. See what you really want to do. See what really underlies a lot of the excuses, a lot of the noise, right? And find what you really want in the process. You'll find yourself in the process, right? I've met a lot of people with big goals. A lot of people, young, old, from any demographic. And I largely find that there's always a mental block. Like, I could do it, but maybe not now. Maybe when I move to this new location. Maybe when I have this circle of friends. Maybe when I have this degree. But you see, you can't complain about having a new challenge, or having a lot on your plate, or having a lot of expectations. Your goal was to succeed. Your goal was to eat. Your goal was to be the best. Don't let these figurative mental blocks stop you. It's nothing. People dumber than you, lazier than you, are doing better. But the difference between what they have and what you have is that in your case, it's sustainable. It's fulfilling. Because if we're easy and straightforward, life couldn't be unique. And you couldn't really take contentment in it. But once you find your story in the challenge, in the arena, in the evolution, right? Once you find that metaphorical wall to climb or avoid, right? Or just smash right through, that's where you really get somewhere, right? Think of all the greats in any domain. They had to pass something. Hard childhood.
What kind of impact do you think that had on you?
It made me have to be tough for the world I lived in.
Poverty.
I was homeless from 30 to 33. I lived in a 1976 Tempo. I lived in a car for 3 years, man. And so people see me today, they don't know, man, where I come from. And I tell young cats all the time, man, the key is you can't ever give up. See, if you just keep putting one foot in front of the next, and if you can along the way, man, just tap into your creator, whoever you call him, I'm cool with whatever it is. Just tap into him, talk to him. I'm telling you, man, you got a great life in front of you.
Losing a loved one early.
My granddad would have wanted me to play. And they keep telling me that he's watching down on me. I know that, but it's not the same.
Addictions.
You know, this dude hits me up. He's in my corner because, you know, we fuck with the same craft. You know what I mean? That's what he loves this thing that I got, that I'm like, I'm G with this shit over here. That's why he loves me, because he loves that part of me that's G at this. You know, and then I would write your love off like, oh, okay, you love me because I do this shit. And so many of my relationships were basically like, you love me because I'm fucking sensei over here.
Whatever it might be. Something had to happen, right? They had to hit a wall, or avoid a wall, or climb a wall, right? But you should be great too. And that's what it takes, right? There is a role in every one of our lives to do better, to get to somewhere. And there is a challenge to get there. Don't block yourself from that. Elevate your consciousness, because there is a domino effect for everyone else. You do better, everyone else does better. Elevate your consciousness, you elevate the collective operation of humanity. Your better choices enables other people to see your better choices and make better choices for themselves. My journey is to be a writer. I see that as my role, my goal, dream, whatever you want to call it. I love it. I find value in it. I can tell stories, whatever it may be. And I can provide that to other people. In my case, if I merely fantasized about writing, said it was a cool thing to do, sure, it's cool. Sure, it's a fantasy. Sure, it's a goal. But I never did anything. I never inspired anyone. I never provided value to the world. I never saw what I could really be. Ultimately, I was just pleasuring myself to death with the idea of being good. But I actually write. I actually produce. I actually show them something to the world. And I have the opportunity to make at least one other person consider, maybe I could write. Maybe I could produce. Maybe I could do something like this. Because you see someone doing it. They've gotten past that wall, so why can't you? So if you want to see more of anything around you, that could be you. Just do the thing, right? If you think there ought to be more of certain values, certain commitments, certain ideals in the world, live that life. Build the foundation in your own experience. People will see that, right? Have you ever just seen a truly happy person, fulfilled person, content person? Their vibe was just like glowing almost, right? And you just thought, how are you like that? You know, like, how do I get like that? For real, right? I've met people like that before. And you just wonder, I don't even need to ask them for advice. I see what they're doing. And that right there is all you need. People around you doing the right thing. Because it's a good effect for you and a good effect for others when you do the same. Because people can always observe a good way of doing things. They don't need to listen to what you have to say. They don't need to listen to your advice. Right? So don't block your blessings. Okay? Be a catalyst for change. In yours and in everyone else's.